was November 16, 2019, the kind of evening where exhaustion clings to you like a second skin. After days of non-stop work at a bustling hardware store, preparing for the madness of Black Friday, he had finally arrived home, tired, drained, ready to fall into the warmth of his bed. The protagonist pulls the covers up, snuggles in, and sighs with relief as the warmth wraps around him. His eyes flutter as he looks around the room. But something wasn't right. The protagonist sits up quickly, rubbing his eyes. He frowns, staring at the room in confusion. It's light outside. The bed isn't where he left it, the room completely different. The wallpaper is a garish orange straight out of the 1970s. In place of his phone sat a relic from another era, an old-fashioned alarm clock, its metallic face gleaming under the harsh light. And beside it, a magazine of women's fashion from a time long before his own. A magazine his mother might have had when she was young. The protagonist flips the magazine open with shaking hands. The pages are yellowed with age, the images a distant echo of a time gone by. And then, a sound. A soft creak from the hallway, too quiet to be real. His heart beat faster, an unexplainable dread creeping into every fiber of his being. The door, once mundane, now looks ominous, as though something is waiting just behind it. But when the door finally opened, what lay beyond was not the world he knew. The hallway stretched endlessly, an abyss that seemed to pull at his soul. And there, standing at the far end, something waited. The camera pans up to reveal a shadowy figure in the distance. It's faceless, featureless, just a silhouette against the dark hallway. He slammed the door shut, panic gripping his every nerve. The air was thick with the cold embrace of something unnatural. The figure, no, the absence of a face, the lack of anything familiar, left him shaken to his very core. The door was closed. The figure was gone. But the fear was still there, lurking, waiting. And perhaps, just perhaps, it never really left.